You're right, everyone. Alex here from redlemonclub.com, back with another daily video for your listening pleasure and viewing pleasure. Today we're going to be doing another sales and marketing related vid. Yesterday I talked about the importance of creating more opportunities than you need if you are to deal with that sort of feast or famine problem that people with service-based businesses have, whereby 1 minute you've got plenty of work coming in and plenty of money and you feel all secure and happy, and then the next minute you've got a slump with no money coming in and you haven't got any clients coming in. So my solution to that yesterday was in that video. Check it out. Create more opportunities than you need. Create more people, bring in more leads and more prospects through your sales funnel and keep them busy, keep them engaged. But the other thing that I wanted to talk about today was the idea of managing your prospects and clients. There needs to be a system in place. If you provide a service, you could be a graphic designer or an illustrator, or you paint murals for companies or whatever it is, or you're a coach, you need a system in place that allows you to sort of keep a record of the people that you are currently engaged with in order to generate new sales and new deals that you land, whether they be new clients or bigger sales, bigger customers who buy your products. So you need a system in place, and this is usually called a CRM, or a customer relationship management system. And I always advise that for people who have and need lots of clients coming through and lots of customers, so you can kind of keep aware of those people in one place. But for people who need 1 to 2 clients every month, that kind of thing, I always recommend to my own clients who I work with, who I coach, I talk about having a limited list, and you can have this in a spreadsheet. I call it the 150 list. So it's a list of maximum 150 people, so you don't have to think about too many people at any given time. And you basically have everyone that you consider of value to you, to your life, to your business, that you put into this 150 list. Okay, so it's a limited list. It's a spreadsheet of people's names and details that you keep together in your own sort of version of a CRM, your own version of a customer relationship management tool. And it sounds complicated in the way that I'm explaining it, but it's a very simple list of prospects and leads, people who have already shown an interest in you, who simply make a point of keeping in touch with over time. That could be a check-in every couple of weeks, or every month, or every week, or every few days even. And it can include people who you already know. It can include past clients. It can include potential dream clients you haven't worked with yet who have shown an interest. And your job is simply to keep that list full and engaged. And you need to be putting the work in to add new people to that list over time. So it's a list that evolves, but you're always keeping an eye on those key people. And you want to be bringing in new leads. So everyone who has shown an interest in you through all the other marketing activity that you've been doing, hopefully, you engage with them and make sure that you keep in touch with those guys over time. And this is what's going to lead to those 1 or 2 clients and a whole range of other opportunities over time that will serve you as a service provider over time. So that's really what it comes down to. It's keeping in touch with the right kinds of people with regularity over time. This is what's going to lead to opportunities, and you're going to have to put the work in to do that, to find those prospects, to add them to the list, to keep in touch with them, to keep them engaged in conversation, that kind of stuff, and then to eventually get them on a call, or get them, even via email to close a sale, whether that be a new project or a new client for a coaching course that you've got, or whatever it is. But you can also include other types of people in there, not just business client prospects, but also anyone that you consider of value to your creative business. That could be your accountant, it could be potential mentors, it can be current mentors, it can be people who can advise you on your finances, whatever it is. You would keep in that kind of special list of 150, and I call that network is your value network. It's a kind of network of people that you put your most attention towards. And you can have many people on various other lists if you like, various other spreadsheets and things, but I always think that it can be overwhelming to have many lists all over the place, and to realize that there are so many people in the world that you could be keeping in touch with. It's difficult to know sort of where to start and where to focus most of your efforts towards. And I say that you have to have a value network a key group of people, up to 150. You don't need to fill it right up. It depends on what opportunities and how many sales you need to stay sustainable and profitable. I say have a value network, keep it within that 150 list, continually work on evolving that list, and if you have to take people out of it and replace them with people that suit your new goals and your new missions, whatever it is, then you might have to do that. But it's a continually evolving and a live list that you're always spinning, and you're always making sure that everyone in that list is being taken care of, and that you are nurturing those relationships within those lists. And this is what's going to lead to, at the bare minimum, those 1 to 2 clients every month. And ideally those clients will be, fairly big ticket clients. You want to be earning as much as you can with each client, so you wouldn't need to be bringing in 10 clients every month. But it depends on what your goals are. Maybe you want to really hit it hard and get 5, 6, 7 plus clients in every month. It really depends on the work that you do. And for more clients, I would suggest still having that 150 list, that main focal point, but then to have an additional CRM or set of spreadsheet lists in place to manage those other people as well. But there are many CRMs out there that kind of do a lot of this stuff for you as well. If things get a bit more complex, then beyond the 1 to 2 clients and a few other people that are relevant to you, in which case go ahead and get yourself a CRM. Many of them are free. I think some of them have free trials. There's things like Zoho, there's Insightly, something else, can't remember the other name, Salesforce, but that's probably for bigger companies. But there are many CRMs that are available for smaller freelancers and smaller companies. So consider that. If you want to be bringing in clients with regularity, you need to be bringing in enough people over time into your sales funnel, but predominantly you need to be managing a core group of people that are continually being kept in touch with as well, and that's where the 150 list comes in. If you've got any more questions about this, please don't hesitate to ask. This is something that I teach all my clients with my coaching, to help them keep on top of those key relationships. And if you want to really go all out, then you can of course go beyond that list. But for those of us who are struggling with just the idea of how to, where to start, what to do, the very basic thing I recommend people do is have that 150 list in place. Okay, I've battered this idea to death. I'm going to leave you guys now, but if you want to know more about this as well, I've written a book on this. I wrote How to Get Illustration Clients. You can find that on Amazon. That is specifically aimed towards illustrators, but actually graphic designers and any other creative service providers would find it useful, or anyone who's got who wants to bring in more regular clients will find that book useful. I also wrote a more general version of the same sort of approach, which is called How to Win Creative Clients, also on Amazon. Check it out now. Have a purchase, and I talk about the 150 list in there, but I also talk about other methods for getting clients and maintaining them, and what to say when you reach out to them and all that kind of stuff. So buy the books, guys, and keep in touch. Write a comment if you want to applaud what I'm doing, or if you've got any questions, let me know. Like the video, share it with your friends, and make sure that you subscribe to redlemonclub.com. At redlemonclub.com, sign up to the newsletter. You get a free handbook giving you all the tips and ideas that I've picked up over the last 10 years plus running my own creative business. You get a free ebook over there. I'm going to leave you now. I will see you tomorrow, and keep in touch.